Live, alive, and
Together again. Yeah, we're together again. I think this is a song from the Muppets. Oh yeah, we're together again.
I believe you. I watched the Muppet Babies.
Yeah,
But
same.
that's different than the Muppets.
Yes.
Yeah,
I loved Muppet Babies.
Yeah, I loved Muppet Babies too. But I only know the theme song.
I also love the remake of the Muppets.
You do like the remake of we talked about this before in
the Muppet
early seasons.
Of Muppet Babies.
Yes.
Because the theme song is like way more punk rock.
It's yeah.
Muppet Babies will do the same for you.
Yeah, they
like
rock
Animal
it out.
is going hard.
Animal's actually an animal on the drums.
Yeah.
Well, we are here today in one of our podcast studios. We get to be together, and as you notice, we're wearing our matching shirts. You can find these if you go to onlysuitsfans.com, right?
You can.
Harvey Specter School of Law.
I wear my shirt pretty much every day, and also dry it in the dryer, so it's got that nice worn collegiate look.
Yeah, and I am a weirdo, and I don't dry t-shirts
or anything.
Really. I actually hang 99% of my clothes up to dry. So if you ever come to my house and I forget that somebody's coming over, it looks like a used lingerie store because I just have.
Because that's all Amanda wears.
All wears lingerie. I got dressed up for you guys, but there's just like everything is hanging out. Like I use the kitchen handles to hang out like bras and all appropriate for a podcast. Now that I'm saying it. That being said, this is what happens when you don't dry your clothes.
And this is what happens when you do. But I think it's still, you know what? It's still
I
nice.
like
It's
it.
like faded.
It is faded.
Soft.
It's also just a lot of work to hang your clothes up. So if I've been putting, I told you this at lunch today, a couple of things in the dryer.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Like ever so often I'll throw in a shirt that's like, this is dead and gone.
Yeah.
And it's not going to get any worse. But I've been able to preserve some of my favorite tees for like 10 years now.
Yeah. No, you have your tees are always like good, pristine condition.
Yeah, it's like, is that a new tee? I'm like, nah, dude, it's 10 years old.
Nah, dude,
it's 10 years old.
Just like this show.
Just a show. It is 10 years old. Speaking of, we have just a few more episodes left to recap.
I can't believe it.
Can you believe that we're here?
Oh my gosh, we really only have 4.
Yeah. So we're going to do this episode and then we'll have 2 more. And I think we're going to get to do all of those together here.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm here too. And then we'll launch some special stuff for you guys. We'll tease that out a little bit later. Tease later. We'll discuss later whose head's bigger. Now that we're next to each other.
Yeah, we did measure.
We measured it. Oof. The thing is that mine is clearly, if you're looking, this is a bigger head than that. Look at that.
Yours is narrower.
No.
Cheekbone to cheekbone. My cheekbones stick out more.
Let me take this off for the people to see.
Yes.
Look at that American Dad face. That's American Dad face.
Also, we have the beauty filter on.
Don't tell people that. I'm going to edit that out. So only people watching live know that we have a beauty filter.
I was like, my teeth look so good. I'm like, I can't stop looking at myself.
Look at my teeth.
I'm so cute. Should we clap?
We should clap, even though we're here together.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably, because we used to clap when we were in person.
Even though we're sharing one mic, it's just part of what we should do.
Part of our brand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is where I'll edit in the intro. I gotta say the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It's hard for me to say the episodes because I have to say season 9.
I know. It's like you get verklumped every time you say it.
I do. This is season 9, episode 5, If the Shoe Fits, and season 9, episode 6, Whatever It Takes. Okay. I did write a brief. It's not as beefy as yours is. It's kind of on a diet.
This looks pretty beefy to me.
Beefy in length, not in like girth.
Which is kind of a problem.
Yeah. All right. I don't even know how to keep this brief because Carl the writer and his team of writers have done just the opposite. In episodes 5 and 6, they once again cram in all the storylines and characters before this series finally draws to an end. Mike is back and taking on his fiercest competitor, his mentor, Harvey Specter. Daddy Zane can't stop daddying and jumps in to save the day and stop whatever nonsense Samantha and crew are up to stop Faye. Carl lives out his wildest fantasies by having Lewis and Sheila take role playing to the next level, and once again gives Katrina a weird storyline for us to believe. Will Mike stick around for the rest of the season? Will Travis Tanner grace us with his presence? Will Rachel Zane decide not to marry a prince after all? Will Lewis and Sheila keep role playing up until the last minute of this show? Carl the writer can't stop, won't stop in these final episodes, and we are here for it.
I do love it. It feels like they're playing fast and loose these
They
last
are
couple
fa-
episodes.
It's like I said, I think maybe in the last episode, they're like, hey, we don't have any more episodes. We didn't even get 16. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Let's cram in all the weird stuff that we love about these characters. And I also feel like the actors are having fun.
They're
not
fun.
tired with it. Like I feel like
they're like, this is senior year.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
like a senior year, like a senioritis, but like not in a like I'm annoyed way. It's like, let's party.
Yes.
I've already turned in my assignments. I just have to be here, you know? That's
Let's
all it is.
Let's party. That's how it feels. Like they're having so much fun.
Let's party. Okay. You want to kick us off before the credits?
Yes, episode 5 before the credits.
Okay.
Donna can't come over to Harvey's for pizza because an old friend is coming over.
Mm-hmm.
And that friend is Mike Ross. And
Yeah.
he is actually in Harvey's apartment. So Harvey brings the pizza and he and Mike get to enjoy delicious veggie pizza.
First depo. How many, because he has a key. Okay. Donna has given him a key, or he still has a key.
Yes.
How many people do you think it's appropriate to have a key to your house?
Oh, probably like 3.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 3.
Okay.
Like me and Kyle.
Uh-huh.
And then like one other person if we need someone to come and like check on stuff.
Oh, so you're counting the people who live here?
Who live here. Yeah, I guess like my kids would have one. Yeah. You
Okay.
mean external people have
External
a key?
people have.
I think anyone who's like in like who I would be like, hey, can you run to the house to
XYZ.
XYZ?
Yeah.
That's who should have a key.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like they're all family. So
That's fair.
how many people have a key to your house? I don't have a key to your house.
0 people have a key to my house. They just have access.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's see here. 1, 2. I'm not naming their names because I don't want you to know.
I don't want you.
3.
You don't want me to know? Or you don't want the listeners to
The
know?
listeners to know.
Okay.
4, 5, 7 people. But that's counting individuals. Like my mom is an individual. My dad is an
That's
individual.
kind of like 1.
Otherwise, then it's 5
Mhm.
because you and Kyle 1. Mom
Mhm.
and dad 1.
And then
Some other people.
3 additional people.
Some other people know it.
Mhm.
Maybe more than that. No. Yeah, 3
Mhm.
additionals.
People who are taking care of your plants.
One if they wanted to scroll back through. A couple of them know if they wanted to scroll back through old text and needed to get in.
Yeah, but
But it
they
was
would
like
have
a one
to
off. It was like a
scroll.
one-off and they needed to be there. I'm like, it's fine. They can have the key.
Yeah.
You know, or the code. So the code's so long though that you have to scroll to go because you can't ever memorize it.
Right. It's like pi. It's like digits.
It
of
is
pi.
basically, you get into my house, it's pie.
Yeah.
Just
so
give it away.
Yeah. Oh, well, shoot, you're gonna have to change it.
Okay. Sorry, just curious. Okay. So then
Okay. Then,
you do this
okay,
because
yeah.
you have your hot thoughts.
yeah, because I was just saying like, oh, Sheila's going into labor when she's role playing.
Yeah.
So then immediately in this next before the credit scene, Sheila is in the Cinderella role play, and I was like, her water's about to break. It does not. But I was just like, oh, shut up about this. And
Right.
she's like, I can't get my foot inside the glass slipper because my foot is the size of Wisconsin. And Lewis is like, this slipper was $9,000, which just makes her feel
Yikes.
even more bad.
Right.
And then she's feeling like this foggy hormonal mess and a failure. And I hard related to it. I get it.
Because Kyle spent $9,000 in a slipper that your foot wouldn't fit
Yeah.
into.
Yeah. On the way to my baby shower for MJ, I remember I couldn't get my foot in any shoes. I had to go
remember
buy
that.
size like 9.5
Mhm.
shoes.
Mhm.
But my feet sunk back down.
Yeah.
Sheila says like your feet are never going to shrink back down, but they do. You
Okay.
lose some of that.
Yeah.
You lose some of that foot weight.
Mike gets caught up in Paula and Kessler and Donna. So, you know, Harvey's giving him the whole spiel. And then Mike tells Harvey that he is going up against him for a client to get out of a contract with Brick Street, who is the client Harvey just gave to Samantha.
As a present.
Yeah, as a present. It's like, here's the little present.
Here's
So-
Brick Street. It's so great. And then also like now my mentee, my protege
Mhm.
is going to come after you.
So these next 3 storylines are applicable. They tie back up to what we saw in the before the credits. Do you want to cover something big and beefy, or do you want to cover little bitty ones first?
I want to cover something beefy first, but before we do that, I would like to sing our favorite song.
Oh yeah,
A Greenback Boogie, just for the people.
Yay! There you go. All right. So then, if we're gonna do something big and beefy, I think it's the one where it starts with Samantha, because this is like everything else.
Yeah.
Because we have like the Donna and Katrina bit, because that's a weird storyline. We have this Lewis storyline with Sheila, this little one. So let's go big bad beefy.
Yeah, big bad beefy.
Triple B's. Okay.
Samantha's wearing lilac.
We haven't seen that.
No, she's normally wearing white
or black,
cream.
or black and white. Yeah.
Yeah. She confronts Harvey about Brick Street, and then she gets to meet Mike for the first time.
Right.
And she's ready to take him on. And she also offers to let Harvey do it with her, which is very nice, even though she wants to do it by herself. And Harvey says, listen, don't underestimate Mike Ross.
Right. And we should point out that when Mike told Harvey he was going up against Brick Street at his apartment, Harvey didn't tell him, I've given it to Samantha. This is when Mike finds out.
Right. I don't even know if Harvey knew he gave it to Samantha really, or if Donna.
I think he did.
It. Yeah.
No, I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this deposition is on. Samantha and Harvey confront a basketball player that's trying to get out of his contract about a letter he received 18 months ago, alerting him to the conditions.
Which would be too long. Like he should have then already gotten out of contract.
Yeah.
Mike then tells Harvey that they're still going to fight and anything is on the table as long as they don't go to prison for it. So he's willing to fight dirty, kind of really get in the nitty gritty of stuff.
Yeah.
Because basically right now, Harvey and Samantha have him.
Right.
Like he can't win because of this conversation 18 months ago.
Donna shows Samantha a copy of Tomorrow's Journal with an ad saying that Brick Street is exploiting workers. And she tells Samantha that she needs to make a deal.
Yeah, so that's
Donna's
Mike's
out there
move.
trying to run this firm, you know?
So Samantha goes to see Mike in his old apartment that Harvey still pays the rent on, or whatever.
For Rick Sorkin.
Yeah. And Mike is not interested in negotiating. So she preemptively hands him a defamation suit, which he obviously already knew was coming, and he doesn't care.
Right. Faye asks Alex about Mike Ross to see if he will spy on them, and he does not want to do it. Alex is... He's a try-hard, but he's a do-gooder.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Faye knows that this is going to stir some stuff up.
Yeah.
Harvey then asks Samantha if she went to see Mike without him. And he's like, you dummy, dumb. You played right into his hands, because he's always playing like 5 steps ahead.
Yeah.
And she's already got a way around it, though. She's like, okay, well, if he's going to do this, then I'll do this.
Right. Mike goes to see Katrina in her nice office, and then they bring back their old shit from their love of The Wire, and she warns him not to mush Samantha. He's like, hey, Katrina's like, hey, she's good, she knows what's up. It's like Katrina has warned Mike, but also like
Donna has warned Samantha.
Yeah, Mike has warned Harvey has warned Samantha. He's like, he's just as good as us.
Yes.
Like whatever he might be a lot of things, but he's just as good as us.
Yes.
So
yeah, everyone's been warned.
Yeah.
And
they should have called this Everyone's Been Warned.
That would be a great warning. Harvey then tells Mike that they're going to waive a jury trial because they realize that was Samantha's big deal, big idea.
Right.
That Mike is going to pull at the heartstrings of people, but if they waive the jury trial, then he won't have any heartstrings to pull at, and it'll just be about the law.
Okay.
And Mike is not deterred. He's going to make this Brick Street CEO answer for his questions, and so he calls a deposition. And even though the CEO is heartless and he says some things that are like, it doesn't matter who died, we were doing things above board.
Right.
He is not breaking any laws.
Right. Katrina comes into the office hungover and tells Alex not to tell Harvey and Mike about Faye checking in on them. And we'll find out a little bit later why Katrina was so hungover. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Alex was wondering if he should tell them, like give them a warning.
Yeah.
And she's like, they've already been warned.
Yeah. They've been warned. Yeah.
Harvey then visits Mike and finds out that his basketball player, Mike's client, is wearing a shirt with a quote from the sealed deposition. So nothing in that deposition Mike filmed was supposed to get out, but a quote of what the CEO said is now being worn by this basketball player on a shirt. And Mike doesn't care about that because this is more about the results. And Harvey tells him, okay, well, enjoy this win while it lasts, right? Like, okay, fine. Because he knows that they've now got him.
Yeah. Samantha is not going to drop this fight with Mike, and Harvey tells her to let it go.
But guess what?
It's like if you tell Samantha to do that. She's like, okay, hold my beer.
I'm gonna do something way
Dude,
worse.
You tell me I can't do something, watch me do it even harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I feel like I'm not really that person. Like sometimes I am, but most of the time I'm like, fine.
I might sometimes sort of be like that. So
You also look like her, so it makes sense.
just according to the internet.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
The internet's never wrong.
No.
So then Donna is hosting in Harvey's home when Mike comes in and he is hot about this Howard Who letter that
Mhm.
just mysteriously showed up. And
Mhm.
he wants Harvey to say something because Samantha's clearly fabricating evidence. And Harvey's like, no, I'm not going to sell her out. I'm not going to like do anything. This is just how she played it. And
Mhm.
I have to stand by her.
Harvey goes to yell at Samantha about fabricating evidence. He says he doesn't trust her anymore, and Faye sees the whole thing. Like they do it in public.
Which, to be fair, I say this like every episode. It makes me so nervous when they're like yelling about things in the lobby
I know.
or like marching through the office and screaming about things that are
or
happening.
even talking about things out on the street. You know, we had lots of seasons where they were out by the hot dogs. just
Yeah.
talking about like big time biz.
Yes.
This is not hot dog biz. It was big time biz.
And this was the same thing. He's like in the middle of the office screaming at Samantha. And it's like, my dude, you know, people work late there.
yeah, they can see. They can see. Faye confronts Samantha about the Harvey and Samantha fight, but she thinks Harvey is the one who fabricated evidence. Then she realizes it was Samantha and fires her on the spot.
Yeah. Faye is not playing around. Faye don't play.
No, she is unfazed.
Unfazed Faye.
Yeah.
I have a tickle in my throat. That's why I keep drinking.
Yeah.
Excusez-moi.
Oh, what was that noise?
That was just
okay.
I was just making some
Just
fun
saying,
sounds.
sometimes people make weird noises, like a sneeze out of your mouth. Okay, next, let's talk about Katrina.
Yeah.
Okay, drunk Katrina.
Drunky drunk Katrina.
Okay, Donna thanks Katrina for protecting her vote in the code of conduct and offers to help her with Brian, but Katrina is fine and doesn't need to talk about it.
Mhm.
Donna's like, you should just call him.
Yeah. Yeah. Just call.
But, like,
Just
why?
call him.
Why? What's the point of calling him?
I don't really know.
To prove that you're over it?
I don't. Donna sometimes gives bad advice.
Yeah, I would just say let's let it go.
to just let it go.
Like, this
just
doesn't prove that you're over it. This actually like pokes the bear a little
move
bit.
through it.
Mhm, the teddy bear, you know?
So Katrina, robot Katrina. She is calling Brian to leave just a totally normal voicemail, but it's not good. It's not normal. It doesn't sound right, and it gets increasingly problemsome
Mm-hmm.
and worrisome, frankly. And so she keeps like recording. Eventually has to write a script, and it's very cold and
Mhm.
all business. But she leaves a successful voicemail for Brian.
Okay, Depot. What's like the worst voicemail you've ever left?
You were with me. It was someone at work, and someone called, and I called them back, and I didn't know how to like get off the phone. Like I lost all sense of
Because it's
humanity.
COVID.
It was COVID.
We hadn't been talking to humans.
I hadn't really been talking to humans, certainly not on the phone or anything. And I also didn't really know what to say. It was like, well, so like we're not open. You can email this address. And then I just kind of kept rambling.
Mhm.
And then I ended the call with God bless.
Uh-huh. Which hadn't been really like standard in our protocol at DCH at the comedy club on how to end a call.
No, I'd never ever in my life before or after said God bless and a call to a stranger that I knew nothing. I was just like, so yes, you can email, and we thank you, and we hope you're doing well, and God bless.
And then you just hung up.
And then I just hung up.
I don't know if you remember this. Kyle used to answer the phone at the comedy club when he was around to answer it.
Yes.
Thanks for calling Dallas Comedy House. It's such a great day to make you laugh. Like, can we tell you a joke? He would just do like the hokiest greetings. I'm like, Kyle, I don't want everybody to hear that because I don't want them to think that's how we're answering the phone. And he would double down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's a great day to make you laugh.
I don't know if I can remember the worst voicemail I've ever left, but I can tell you that as someone with the name Amanda Austin, on a weekly basis, I receive butt dials from people and voicemails.
Yeah.
Or like, it is unbelievable, the random people that call me,
Yeah.
and I don't call them back. If it's somebody I have not talked to in a long time, I do not call them. If they're not in my regular like rotation of calls, I don't call them back because I know what it is.
It's butt dial.
And then 1 minute or 5 days later, I'll get a text like, sorry, but I dialed you the other day. Or I'll get a voicemail and if it's just gibberish, I just delete it because happens all the time.
It's the double A.
Yeah. I had somebody that was very important at IBM who was the first name of my contact. And I accidentally almost butt dialed her. And so I changed it so that there was no
like ZZZ.
It would be buried down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's smart.
So yeah, I get so many, but like I get so
But
many
you don't
calls.
leave a lot of butt dials to your knowledge.
No, the last time I left like a weird butt dial, I was in London in September of 2023, and I was in the tube on the way to Westminster Abbey, and my phone at 11 o'clock London time, so like 5 o'clock
Oh,
Dallas time, called this girl I know, Chrissy, that I bet have spoken to on the phone once. Like we know each other through some business stuff, but we're not
friends.
I mean, we're friendly, but we
Yeah,
we
right,
were
right.
never chatting on the phone. And my phone somehow called her. Her last name starts with a B, and she called me back and then texted me and said, "Hey, I just got a message from you, and it's really long and it's muffled. And there's lots of yelling and noises. I just want to make sure you're okay." Because like, why in the world would I call her? And it was just the sound of the tube and people talking, and then like the intercom. And I couldn't hear it because my phone was in my bag. Anyways, it was really random. I was glad that she texted me, but I woke her up.
Oh my
I feel like a
God.
big doo-doo head, you know?
No.
Yeah. So she has a Z in her name too, so I can't butt dial her. I changed it.
Katrina debriefs this horrible voicemails to Donna, and
Mhm.
she invites her out for drinks. She goes,
Yeah.
"Let's go out,
Let's
girl.
go. We gotta
go."
Let's gotta go. So Donna's getting Katrina drunk and tries to get her to be Louisa Lit.
She's like, "This is a fun game Rachel and I used to do."
We should be men,
Yeah.
like or names of men, and go out. And she was like, I don't want to party like this. Like I thought you wanted to talk about this. And Donna's like, oh my gosh, this was the only relationship that was ever anything to you. And it actually wasn't even a relationship. So it's
Yeah,
like
I know.
they never even dated. They just arm sniffed.
Yes.
So this arm sniffer was like the only guy she ever cared about. And
Except for like one boy
yeah, and
that she had before.
and Donna's like, oh gosh, oops, I messed this up. Sorry. I was just trying to get you drunk.
Yeah. And then she says, the relationship you need to develop is the relationship with yourself.
Okay, Donna.
Okay,
Donna,
Donna.
who also has no hobbies.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So the next day, Katrina tells Donna that she signed up for ballet classes. And
Mhm.
she says she also got a voicemail back from Brian, but deleted it without even listening, which I was like, this is not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not a good idea. That's a big jump to delete it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they had her sign up for ballet classes. A little nut.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What a good movie.
Okay, our final storyline of this one is Lewis. After he said that weird ass role play, he asked Alex how he is going to survive pregnancy because he said that Sheila is crazy.
Yeah.
He's like whispering. And Alex tells him to do nothing, just listen and tell her he loves her. And he's like, you're going to be fucked because you do not know how to do nothing.
Yeah, you literally, this is like the one thing Lewis cannot ever do,
Which is nothing. Yeah.
So then Benjamin is not happy with Lewis, even though he's holding a greasy bag of bacon.
Yeah. His face.
And but Lewis needs help with Sheila
Mhm.
because something Sheila confessed while she was having this breakdown about the $9,000 slipper is that she lost a $50,000 donor
Mhm.
to Columbia because she called him the wrong name.
Yeah.
The whole time,
It's kind of a big deal.
which I relate to.
Well, I did that last night.
You did that last
I
night.
called our yoga instructor. I go, you got it, Kate.
You got it, Katie.
Katie. And I was like, wait a minute, Amy. And then I just walked off.
I told you about my internship. I probably told it on this podcast when I applied for an internship.
Mm.
And I spent the whole, I was writing the cover letter and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this guy's name is Watermelon. So I was like, dear Mr. Watermelon. And then I go, da, 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 da. And I'm laughing. I'm in the pit at, I worked for the newspaper. So I'm
Uh-huh.
working on this in between stories coming in. And I'm just laughing and everyone's dying. They're like, I can't believe someone's last name is Watermelon. I was like, oh yeah, but he's a big watermelon head. Oh, but he's so juicy. Oh, look at Mr. Watermelon. And then I send it and I'm closing out of tabs and I realize that the last name is Waterman.
Mm-hmm.
And I just made up in my head that his name was Watermelon.
Mm-hmm. And that's a job you didn't get.
That's the one I did get.
You
I did get it. And then they were like, yeah, we thought it was so funny because autocorrect. And I was like, aha, yeah.
You have no idea what kind of joke this was at school.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Autocorrect. I totally did not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes. So Benjamin agrees
yeah.
to help create this anonymous donation. So Lewis is going to donate, but then they're going to make it look like it's from someone anonymously.
Okay. Sheila knows that Lewis is the anonymous donor, and she is pissed. He doesn't just listen and consider her feelings. He suggests that they both go. He suggests that they both go see Dr. Lipschitz. Again, I think it's weird for them to have his therapist also be their marriage therapist. They usually say that it needs to be separate.
Yeah, because Lewis has like an established rapport with Lipschitz, but he
Yeah.
brings everyone there.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, of course, Sheila, she's like, that's not how anonymous donations work, Lewis. They don't come in anonymously. They come in and then we make their name anonymous.
Yeah, he just thinks that it's just an anonymous lit,
Yeah.
lit, comma, anonymous.
Dude.
Yeah.
Lewis. So then Lipschitz is recounting the argument between Lipschitz is recounting the argument between Sheila and Lewis and suggests they role play because they're very comfortable with that.
Mhm.
But it comes out that she just never saw herself having children, and now she's feeling pulled into completely opposite directions. And Lewis in this moment is just nothing but supportive. He does a really good job.
He does a good job.
He's not trying to like invalidate
Or
or
fix
fix it. He just is listening, and he's like, whatever happens, happens. And
Yep.
It'll be okay.
Lewis gives Benjamin a promotion and 30% raise because he is a warrior.
Yeah.
And that means that he can spend a lot more money on bacon. He can get a good thick cut.
He can get thick cut.
What's your
apple
favorite kind of
smoke.
bacon, Depo?
Oh, yeah, I like a thick cut bacon.
Yeah.
I think if I'm going to eat it, I do have Canadian bacon in the fridge over there.
Okay. We could throw that on a
that's
pizza or
good on
something.
a little,
like
little
ham.
English muffin.
It's kind of like ham.
Yeah, but it's like the fat. It's like real
It's good.
skin. But it's good on an English muffin with an egg.
Yeah. I get that. Lewis goes to see Mike on Donna's behalf to ask that Mike not hold this all against Harvey. Mike has a plan to catch, but first presents Lewis with the last baby little onesie that she stole, which
Rachel stole.
Rachel stole it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, which I was like, that's weird that Rachel stole you just like baby lit up, spit up.
You just got spit up.
You just got spit up.
Yeah.
Um
It's them forcing in Rachel.
Yeah, forcing in Rachel, but also like Rachel stole this onesie from Lewis's collection of onesies that he was giving out to people
Mhm.
so that she could one day give it to Lewis.
No, I wonder if she's keeping it for herself.
I think she was keeping it for herself, and then she decided to give it to Lewis.
That's what I'm saying. Is she even going to marry a prince?
Is she even gonna do that? You know?
Right?
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
the
That's
entire
it.
episode.
That's the whole episode.
Dang, we did good on that.
We did real good on
You
that.
crush it? What's the
Yeah,
time
crush
on
it.
that?
27:45.
27:45. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You're taller and yet your head is smaller.
But remember that I'm not actually taller than you, Amanda. I'm like 5 inches shorter than you if we stood up.
You're 5 inches. How tall are you?
5'5".
You think I'm 5'10"?
You're 5'9".
Thanks for that vote of confidence.
But how tall? You're 5'8".
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
Okay, so you're 3 inches
I'm
taller
also
than me.
slumped down.
Okay,
All right.
sit down up straight.
Okay. Let me do this right.
So you're 3 inches taller than me, but we're the same height when we both sit up straight.
Okay. But
That
look,
means
I have
that
an American dad head.
we should put a ruler.
Do you have a ruler?
Wait. Oh, I have this.
Oh, yeah, do that. Let's measure that. Okay. Measure the height.
Okay. Let's see this way. Okay. Here's your head.
Okay.
8
This
inches.
is a big one.
Okay. And then I'm
Wait. You're starting at way down there.
yeah, that's the bottom of it.
You're
Yeah.
starting at like at your neck.
No, right here. There, right here. 2. Yeah, like 7 3/4.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that right? It's like 7 3/4.
So we have the same size
But
head.
girth.
Okay, now girth.
Okay. This is what we needed was a ruler. No, I think you do it right there.
Like here to
Wait.
Is that
hang
here?
on. Right here.
right there.
Go, so scoot
That's
it further
okay.
in. So that this is even here. So this is even here.
Well, you're moving it to my eye.
Okay. Go.
Here.
Wait. Where are we doing it from?
From this.
Okay. Oh yeah, the one. I didn't see
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah.
How wide?
6.
Okay. Also, this is such like girl way to measure something. 5.
Don't believe it.
Yeah. No, 5.25.
Anyways, you could tell by looking at it that I have American Dad face. I don't know what we're competing on. Whose head's bigger? But look at people. People just like look at it.
My face is wider. My bones up here are like wide.
Okay, cheekbones.
I know people are always like, your cheekbones are so visible, is what people say to me all the time.
Look at that angle, though. Look at that. That's not a cartoon. My American Dad.
Where are we? Oh, okay. We're on episode 6, before the credits.
Yeah, let's do it.
Donna's sipping wine in Harvey's apartment when Faye calls to tell her she fired Samantha.
Mhm.
Samantha's gone. And she also needs Donna to help Faye by stopping her colleagues from coming at her through all the improper channels. Because she's like, I know they're going to do it, and I know you can stop them. So run this ship, Donna.
Samantha goes to see Daddy Zane about being fired. Zane already heard about what happened, and he tells her to sit tight. Samantha says it's because of Harvey that she got fired.
And Zane, I didn't realize this, but probably knows because of Rachel. Do you think Mike told Rachel? Rachel told Zane?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I was trying to think, like, how does Zane know this?
Yeah, but everybody's like losing their jobs because of Harvey.
Yes. I mean,
Good thing
yeah.
He's so charming.
Yeah. Like, this show could just be called, like,
I lose my
don't
job
be,
because Harvey.
don't be friends with Harvey.
Or the
'cause-
big bad Harvey.
The big bad Harvey.
Okay.
Okay, the partners meet on the roof to plot how to get Samantha back. So even though Donna has just had this call with Faye, they're all like, whatever it takes. We'll do whatever it takes to get Faye out the door.
And then we hear our favorite song.
Bring back boogie.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do the Katrina Brian storyline first.
Yeah.
This is the cleanest here.
Is it?
Yeah. Her dress, when we first see her, is like a habit, like a nun dress, but fancy.
Yeah.
Like just to show how innocent she is and strict and firm on the rules. And she walks into her office, and there Brian is. And he's like, oh, you didn't listen to my voicemail? I was hoping you'd get a heads up. He is slapping a lawsuit on her about this coffee client. His client, he's saying, was forced out of his job and got like improper compensation. And she's like, well, you know, he agreed to it because she worked on it. So she could throw him off the case, but she's not going to. She's just going to file a motion to dismiss. They're very cordial. He needs this win. She's happy to go up against him, but they're going to fight.
Yep. Susan, this is young Susan, associate, has noticed.
Susan.
Yeah, beige Susan has noticed that Brian was in Katrina's office, and she's there to help her take on Brian and support her. She was butting in.
She always is.
Yeah.
Katrina, so Katrina's like, sure, I need all the help with case law I can get. So Susan preps her, and they're all 3 of them in the judge's chamber. Susan, Katrina, Brian, judge.
Yeah.
Katrina has clearly a very bad migraine, and she can hardly see straight.
Yeah.
Like, she's in so much pain. Everything's blurring together. The judge is interpreting this as she's unprepared and not paying attention. So the judge wants to like basically side with Brian, but Brian asks for a continuance. So he kind of saves the day by having her back here and being like, let's do this another time.
Yeah. Katrina tells Brian that he didn't have to help her in front of the judge, but he says it's the least that he could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Maybe. Katrina then presents another motion. This is all from an idea from Susan.
Yeah.
So Susan tells Katrina, I have an idea. Let's get their personal emails from the CEO and we can use that because I'm sure he talked about his settlement with people that he was friends with. And Katrina doesn't want to do that. But Susan reminds her, like, just because you're Brian's soft spot doesn't mean he has to be yours.
Yeah. Then Katrina presents another motion to include Brian's personal emails. She doesn't have legal. No?
And it's not to include Brian's personal emails,
I
but she
didn't think
uses
so.
their personal, Brian's client's personal emails.
Okay. So then Katrina presents another motion to include Brian's client's personal emails. She doesn't have legal precedent. She uses Brian and Katrina's own relationship to get the emails.
Yeah, without legal precedent. She's just like, yeah, like you and me, Brian, our person. And so Brian doesn't fight it.
Yeah.
but it's just like a weird
Yeah, it's a weird way to do it.
way to do it.
I
Susan,
think the judge was probably like, just get out of my chambers.
yeah,
This
the judge is like,
this
what
dumb."
is going on? Weird. This flirting is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Susan found an email jackpot. Brian's client's like, yay, look, I'm going to buy a yacht. I got so fairly compensated. And Katrina says, okay, great. We can use that to settle. And Susan's like, settle? Like, no, this is
Just
game
dismiss it.
over. We
Yeah.
can dismiss it. So she thinks that Katrina is putting Brian's interests over their own clients.
Yeah. Katrina goes to Brian's office to tell him about the emails and that Brian has to drop it by tomorrow. Brian says his client maybe wasn't forced out, but he regretted leaving. Brian also took this case because he missed Katrina, and this pisses Katrina off. She has to move on, and so does he.
Yeah, he's trying to be like, maybe he just like regrets leaving. Like, I regret leaving. Like, maybe we'll be together. Also, he wasn't assigned this case. He picked it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Brian.
Yeah.
Katrina tells Susan that Brian is dropping the case and presents her like the win. The file folder as a win. And she thanks Susan for telling her that she was wrong. That's really what she looks for in an associate.
Mhm.
And so Susan is now her new associate.
Mhm.
And she has a little celebration.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love Susan.
No.
Okay, next storyline. Zane, he goes to see Harvey to find out what they're going to do to get Samantha back. Daddy Zane can't stay away.
No.
He says he's the reason that Faye fired her in the first place, and he better move heaven and earth to get her back.
Yeah, Harvey didn't realize that him fighting with fighting with Samantha in the middle of the office.
Yeah.
So then there's two different ways. We have like Lewis and Harvey are working one angle, and Alex and Samantha are working another.
Yes.
So let's start with Alex and Samantha.
Okay.
So Alex thinks that Donna should sue Faye for being against strong women. And he presents like, look, he took Gretchen without even asking.
Are we not doing this part?
That's just the intro to the storyline.
Oh, but it has it down here too.
No, that's dark blue.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So Alex thinks that Donna should sue Faye for being against strong women. And he presents like he took Gretchen without asking. He tried to demote you. He fired Samantha. Like he clearly has an issue. She clearly has an issue with strong women. Donna's like, no, she doesn't though.
Mhm.
Maybe instead of trying to go up against Faye, you should try and warn Samantha not to do something shady.
Yeah.
Because everyone knew that Faye was watching us closely and
Yeah.
she still did something.
Lewis and Harvey meet with Faye's ex-husband.
No, we're gonna do light blue.
Yeah, you're right. Samantha meets with the FBI agent from her past. She needs something, which is dirt on Faye. But first, she has to deliver dirt on Gavin Andrews.
Who's that guy with
Sleazy,
the painting
yeah,
and the
mhm.
knees?
Dude, that guy Sleaze City.
Yeah. So Samantha's then boxing in the ring, and Alex goes to talk to her about like, hey, just checking in, and then she lets him know about Gavin Andrews. He goes, this is a horrible idea because he has dirt on you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't care because I can't lose family. I can't be powerless. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get back as firm.
Yeah.
So Alex says he will help, but they're going to have to use Gavin Andrews' niece against him to create like a distraction. And
Yeah.
she owes them. So he's going to go make a phone call.
Gavin calls Alex to say Darlene has developed expensive taste. He needs his niece to go away, and he tells her to go to Samantha, who just lost her job.
Yeah. Alex is like, I
so-
can't help you.
Yeah.
So Samantha meets with Gavin in the airport hangar with
Mhm.
all these fancy airplanes.
Yeah.
And his niece is asking for $10 million.
Right.
Samantha says what he needs to do is give his niece the money, and then she'll record her taking this bribe so
Mhm.
that she can't use it again.
Right.
And he will pay her $5 million for the help on this.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, sounds good. Thanks for getting stuff done.
Then Faye asks Harvey what her
Then Robert.
Yeah, sorry. Then Robert confronts Alex on the street about how he's working with Samantha and the FBI. Alex says the train has left the station, so Robert says he wants in the car instead of Alex. He's like, let me go. Take the hit.
Because Robert already isn't a lawyer.
Yeah, Daddy Zane's being sweet.
So he meets with Samantha at the diner ahead of meeting with the FBI,
Mhm.
and he has an agreement for this agent to sign. And basically, he's telling the agent, you can't use anything that Samantha did that was shady with Gavin Andrews cannot ever be used against her.
Mhm.
And the agent's like, no, I don't want to sign it, but he agrees to sign it. And then he hands Samantha over the documents on Faye, which is nothing. He's got nothing on Faye because she screwed him over years ago, and now he's going to screw her over. So basically, she's gotten all this dirt on Gavin,
Mhm.
and he has nothing to give her.
Yeah, dude, that sucks.
Yeah. But who kind of predictable.
Right. Okay, so then,
Lewis.
yes.
So then Lewis and Harvey are working this other angle. Lewis has this idea to start digging with Faye's ex-husband
Mhm.
based on the information that Gretchen provided
Yeah.
in the very beginning of Faye's relationship
Yeah.
with their firm. So their divorce settlement was sealed. So they're going to have to go meet with the ex-husband.
Yes. Lewis and Harvey meet with Faye's ex-husband, but there's no way Harvey is marrying Lewis for a term life policy.
Yeah, he's like, this doesn't make sense because he's selling life policies.
Yeah, and Faye's ex confesses to shifting money around at the old firm. Faye sniffed it out and turned him in, then squeezed him for every penny, but let him keep his license.
Yeah, so this is like manipulating the board of ethics is the issue, right? So Harvey says the story from the divorce looks legit, but Lewis is like, gosh, she just doesn't seem like someone who would do all of this for money to like squeeze him dry.
Yeah.
But the timeline of her getting the money and then becoming a super master is certainly suspicious.
Yes. Special master.
What did I call it?
Super master.
Super master.
Super special master.
She is a super special master. She's not just a special master. She's a super special.
Yeah. Harvey and Lewis tell Gretchen Faye manipulated the ethics board. Gretchen has to reach out to the old firm and dig up some dirt. She will do it on one condition. Harvey has to throw Lewis a baby shower, which is like such a funny condition, but I love that that's what Gretchen did.
Yeah, she could lose her job. She could be out. She could be like name drugged through the mud. And she goes, I'll risk it all if you throw Lewis a baby shower.
It's almost because she knows he won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is the worst. So Donna then goes and talks to Harvey about their plan. She thinks that pulling the ex-husband is a bad road to go down, but he doesn't care if Faye's going to go ballistic. And Donna's like, listen, you have to understand. So she's really trying to reason with him, but Harvey feels a lot of guilt and a lot of ownership over this whole thing.
Yeah. Faye goes to see her ex about the bad decision he's making and talking to Harvey Specter. Bernice tipped her off and he left out some important details, but he doesn't care because she crossed a line.
Yeah. Which I was like, oh, you left out some important details. I feel like Faye is not a bad person. Anyways, Harvey is then taking Harvey is taking a good hard look in the mirror of the bathroom when Lewis comes in and says they've got the evidence they need. Gretchen delivered. Lewis knows by Harvey's reaction. He's like, great, let's go present it that this isn't a win because he's not super enthusiastic.
Yeah, we left this part out.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to that one instead.
You go.
Okay, so first, Faye asks Harvey what her ex told him. And he tells the truth. Like, he says all the stuff that the ex told him. But he says, she's like, okay, that did happen, but he didn't tell you that I, Faye, stayed at the firm for 3 more years without a salary to pay back the money that he had taken. And he also didn't tell you that the reason I didn't let him get his license taken away was to protect our daughter's image of him. So she's like, if you expose me, you'll also be exposing him, and you'll also be exposing our daughter to the fact that her parents have this like bad history. And Harvey says he's not backing down. She says, Faye's like, well, okay. As she's leaving, she drops this little nugget. She's like, I crossed a line for my daughter, not to win a case like Samantha did, which I do think is important.
Yeah. Harvey is taking a good long look in the mirror when Lewis says that they've got evidence that they need. Lewis knows by Harvey's reaction that this isn't a win, and Harvey fills him in on Faye. Lewis suggests that they wait one day to see if anyone else comes up with a better idea. And Harvey's like, no, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, but they're like, let's sleep on it, which is great. They were like really maturing.
Sleep on it, have a glass of water and a good meal, you know?
Yeah, you might come to a different conclusion.
Yeah. So boring.
No, it's so not. It's so great. Okay. Donna then tells Harvey that Samantha has nothing. She's like, well, we got nothing on another angle.
Yeah.
She still does not think that Harvey should use the ex-husband's dirt on Faye.
Right.
But he says the reason that he's like, I am the reason Faye knew that Samantha crossed a line. Donna says you don't need to feel guilty. And they kind of looked at the painting or the picture of him watching his mom make the painting. And she's like, if you could like not know all that bad stuff about your mom, wouldn't you go back and just like not know it? And he has an opportunity to protect Faye's daughter from this uncomfortable truth.
Faye thanks Donna for Depo. What would you do?
I think that honestly, Samantha made her bet on this. This is just like tick tock.
Mhm.
Like the clock was ticking. And they all know Faye is watching. So for her to do something that's fabricating evidence, it's not like bending the rules.
Mhm.
It's breaking the rules. And she did that knowing that she is under watch for the firm breaking rules.
Mhm.
So I think Samantha needs to take the consequence of it.
Okay.
It's not Harvey's fault. Harvey should have been mad at her. It's her fault for doing it.
How he handled it was not great, but she's the one that she's the one that did something to make him mad to begin with.
Yeah, like I mean, like Faye could have found that out without Harvey yelling at her.
Yeah,
she was still digging.
It's interesting that Daddy Zane blamed Harvey for the reason she got fired, rather than Samantha's actions being the reason she got fired.
Harvey is not why she got. Harvey told her not to do anything stupid, and she did something stupid.
Yeah.
Faye said, "I'm watching all of you. Don't cross a line." And it's like everyone push, and it's like eventually you get shoved.
Yeah. Donna tells Harvey Samantha has nothing, and she still doesn't think Harvey should use the dirt he has on Faye.
Yeah, we did that just now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Faye thanks Donna for keeping Harvey away from the bar. Donna tells her there are some lines that they won't cross.
Family.
Yeah. Family.
Harvey then invites Samantha over for drinks and to apologize. And he tells her that they had a way to get Faye out, but they didn't take it. And Samantha understands this.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, I just found out who my biological father is, and he's in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to go alone, but Zane can't go with me. So Harvey offers to go with her.
Yep.
Look at that. Reasonable people.
Headed to Pittsburgh. Just flew in there on Monday.
Did you like the flight in to Pittsburgh?
Well, when we got on it.
When you got on, it was delayed.
Yeah, because the plane was taken out of service and towed off of the runway minutes before we were going to board. To which I will say, I am, while never loving a delay.
Yeah, I'd rather
take a delay and not be in a plane that does not need to be in the air, or be sitting on the plane boarded with my parents, and then them say, we have to get all of you off because we're going to tow this plane off of the runway.
Yes.
So there was something wrong with the plane because it was delayed on its way in. So it flew in.
And then they're like, no, we can't do it again.
We probably can't chance it. Also, this is the day after the flight in Denver where they landed. And did you see that on Sunday? A flight landed in Denver on American Airlines plane, and there was a blowout and a fire, and they all had to get off on the runway, like down the slides. And so I had not told my mother about it. My dad knew, but neither one of us had said anything. And then I said, it's probably good that they're pulling this plane, Mom, because of all the days to fly, it's the day after something like this has happened, because you know that they're under a ton of scrutiny.
Right.
And then she goes, what are you talking about? And so then
you're like, oh, shoot.
And so they had to come up with a plan of like what order of the three of us would go down the raft first. She goes, I hate heights. I go, Mom, it's like a Jupiter jump. Like we call them a Jupiter jump, like a bounce house slide. She's like, I know, but still. I go, well, you could hate
burning up on a plane.
You can stay on the plane.
Yeah.
I was like, so she was going to go, I was going to go first. She was going to go, my dad was going to go second, and then she was going to go third, so that she could see that we could do it. And we had this whole plan. I was like, also, you can only grab your bag of medicine. You can't grab all the luggage out. Like, we had to go through all of this. Also, people were shaming people for taking their carry-on stuff down that ramp. And like one guy was holding a little kid, and he had his like daughter's backpack. But like, my thinking is, she probably had it on her. What is he going to like take it off of her? Also, like,
yeah,
some people have like medicine and things that they need, and not
people were shaming. Why shame any? Like, just shut up.
It's not like
people shaming them have never been on a plane that's on fire. Okay.
And it's not like they were taking huge bags of luggage. It's like the backpack that they had on them.
Yeah.
Like, also, if that's already underneath you and you know you've got like
important things, your driver's license,
but also like your medicine is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
like,
medicine.
So, of course, like if you're in DFW, you can get to a doctor or a hospital that day and they can get you what you need, but like that's gonna take a bit.
Your kid's favorite stuffed animal,
also your kid's food or their medicine. Like,
yeah, like I mean,
people were like shaming him. I hated that. I was like, hey, you have no idea what's in that bag, and you have no idea what's going on with that kid, and they might need something. Like,
also, you have no idea how you would react. The person shaming them would probably be like, running down aisle to grab their overhead luggage, you know?
Or getting down in luggage to get their kids.
Yeah, or they'd be elbowing people out of the way.
People are like, people who brought their luggage should be banned and should be able to
What
fly.
the farts?
I don't know.
No.
Don't y'all troll us for that. We would take
Don't.
whatever is in my lap.
And I wouldn't care. As
Do
long
you
as
do-
someone,
it's
someone's
not-
not
it's
holding up
the thing.
Yeah.
If they're not like opening up their bag, trying to getting out their
Yeah.
favorite
Right. Then I would be like,
sweater.
hey, excuse me, we're
we're
cutting. We're cutting the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. But speaking of travel, that's why I like trains
I do too.
instead of planes.
Yeah.
I
Should
like-
we get on one?
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's go. Prediction down.
Chugga, 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 chugga,
Chugga, chugga, chugga, chugga, chugga, chugga, What do you got?
I think Samantha will love Pittsburgh when she goes to visit.
Okay.
And then she's going to move to Erie, Pennsylvania, because then she'll be closer to her dad, but not too close.
Okay.
So then I'll be seeing Samantha on the streets of Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I think they will be so impressed by the girl's integrity
Mhm.
that she will like hand the reins back over.
Okay.
By the girls, I mean the firm's integrity.
Okay.
But Donna, like that Donna
Yeah.
helped. I think she's like, great, you guys didn't out me,
Uh-huh.
and here you go. Thank you. Because every family is everything. I think Harvey's baby shower is going to be a hit, and he and Donna are going to decide that they want to make a baby themselves. Just
Okay.
because this baby shower he's going to throw for Lewis is going to be like
Pretty awesome.
so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Off the chain. Everyone's going to be like, what? This is the best baby shower. It's going to be so Lewis and
Mm-hmm.
not Harvey at all. Like it'll have like and dress up and ballerinas and
Okay.
like it's gonna be over the top Lewis and not like an ounce of scotch,
Great.
like just Lewis lit. I think Gavin Andrews is going to bite the firm in the butt. I think
Okay.
that this is not settled. How they blamed his niece. That just feels like too easy.
Okay.
And now the FBI is investigating him.
Okay.
I think Katrina is going to meet a man who is not married and can replace Brian in her life. And alternatively, I think Katrina is going to start smelling Susan because her type is associate.
I read ahead and started laughing at that.
Yeah. It's like,
great.
this could be it.
It's really
She
great.
could really fall for beige Susan.
She could.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know how or what to say, you could say, I don't care whose head is bigger. Their takes on Suits are larger than life.
That's good. Then I think of Larger Than Life by the Backstreet Boys.
That makes you larger than life, 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 life. They're out in Las Vegas doing some shows.
I'll be running high when you're screaming my name.
I'm gonna end this.
Okay.
Let
Bye.
me tell you now that price is